Hi guys, it's the 4th of Feb. I was guided to do a different reading from any that I've done, and it's to help parents with their starseed or twin flame children. Okay, so definitely this is like not medical or psychological advice of any kind, right? This is definitely just a kind of another layer of knowledge that may assist you. And I really feel confident in saying I feel it's more going to be like confirmation of what you already know rather than something new entirely, right? Because you've been developing your intuition and you know your child best, right? So I feel it's going to maybe just confirm things, etc. So hopefully it helps in even in that way. But these, and I don't really like labels. Like I don't like, crystal children, whatever, that I don't like labels. I just think that these souls are so complex. They're old souls. They've been through a lot, and they have amazing gifts to offer the world, right? And also they have their own, I'm getting like contracts, they have their own journeys, they have their own expansion pathways, right? So you're like the guardian to get them onto their pathway, but you're not the one that's going to necessarily build that pathway for them. Okay, like I can just sort of see at a certain point you need to pull back and let them be their own person, right? Which is a really vast, expansive being, right? Now, so I'm getting lots of messages. There's different. Okay, so now karma does apply to some, not all. Okay, so we'll get into that. It's a little bit. You can work it out. I feel just intuitively ask your guides for help if you're really stuck on that. But so some do have karmic closure happening. So, like for instance, just one example I'm getting is they may have a difficult relationship with their dad, and that might actually be like a long-standing karmic contract from past lives. Seriously, this actually happens, right? um, and it could actually cause conflict. You might need to be the salve or the balm in that situation and pull your fire back if there's fire to make sure that it's not adding to what is you probably already tuning into a difficult connection that's much more complex than a parent-child relationship, right? It just feels to you more complex, and you need to trust your intuition when you're getting that guidance from inside. Okay, right. So then there are others who okay, yes, they're star seeds. They're powerful transmuters of heavy energy, right? They're not necessarily carrying karma to close or anything like that, so that's amazing. But they are still suffering when the energies of Earth are heavy. Sorry, I've got like my hair everywhere. When Earth energies are heavy, like right now, okay? So when like there's a lot of fear energy around, that also could, now they could be new star seeds with barely any lives on Earth, because I am getting there is this group of amazing unique frequencies coming in that Earth is so weird too. Like it is literally just like, what is going on? This is just so stupid. People are like greedy. I don't understand. They hate the planet. That the planet's so beautiful. There's those energies. Then there's those older star seeds that have been through past timelines here and have seen a lot of the worst side. I want to say the worst side of humanity. Okay, so what I'm getting is there's like a spectrum here. Okay, regardless, and also I want to say with those transmuters, both sets, but by the way, transmute heavy energy, they can get really exhausted. Just as you are getting your activations, clearings, downloads, and all that, you've got to watch for your kids. When they're saying, man, I'm tired, mum, I'm tired, I just can't move. They are, trust me, it happens to my kids. They are getting cleared, activated, and all of that, right? Upgraded. Yes, I'm hearing upgraded because their gifts are like basically they've already got these dormant gifts, but they're getting activated, right? Awakened. I know a lot of them are telepathic. I'm getting that as well, and clairvoyant. Okay, sorry, I'm getting so many messages really fast. The dreams, you've got to pay attention to their dreams. If they could dream state, as we know, we're working in the dream state. It's not really dream state, we're working. So pay respect to fears, etc., experiences that they're telling you about in their dreams. Like listen to them, listen, there could be messages there. For instance, if they've got anxiety about, anxiety is a big theme here, about school and relationships at school. This could actually be like real karmic contracts, karmic difficulties at school with other kids, right? Especially as I'm getting as they get into the teen years, right? So that could even amplify there. If they're on the twin journey, they could be feeling not just their twin's pain as he or she is going through their difficult journey, right? But they could be feeling anxiety about the twin losses around that side of things. So I'm just getting that different things can get triggered or activated as they get into their teen years, like it gets more complex. Okay, I'm also getting timeline healing ramps up. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of like night energy, so battle weary. I was wondering, I'm trying to use I don't have tools for this kind of reading, so I've just grabbed any deck that might resonate. And I'm going to work with some random decks here. Eight of Swords, so feeling mentally trapped, very important, guys. This may be the most important message in this entire reading, so I'm going to slow down. They have a lot of anxiety and worry, okay? They worry, I want to say, more than you do, and you probably worry a lot because you've seen a lot. Quieting their mind somehow, I'm so dizzy, slow down. Sound healing, music, right, whatever works for them. It could be like rainforest sounds, dolphin sounds. Just think whatever works for them. Like my daughter's very marine. She's like Delphinus starseed, very different, unique frequency to mine. So I've had to like tone down my kind of warrior side. She's the peace lover, right? So she's like the dolphin frequency, okay? So I've learned so much from her gentleness and her different color approach to life. Like she just sees different things, right? But slowing down, whatever music works to slow their mind down. I want to say particularly before sleep, but at any time that they're anxious through the day as well. So also I was getting deep breathing. Where was that card? I've got lots of cards here. Breathing exercises. So you're not going to say to them, oh, you need to meditate, unless they will do that. That's good. But whatever way that they can, like, kind of, I want to say, chill out. Right? Chill out. Whatever way you can guide them to chill out. Yeah, look at this. Ears wide open. This is about needing sounds and frequencies that help them heal and slow down. Turn down the noise of the world, I want to say. Right? That they're getting a lot of noise. Okay, like I got this card here. I want to show you this. Good intentions. They want to fix the world. They're definitely fixers. They're here to fix the world. They are. You've got to respect that. A lot of them are here to fix the world in some way. Heal it, fix it, transform it. Yep, definitely. But it's also very stressful. So I want to say here two things with the linear thinking. The world has a very linear way of thinking, and the kids might not resonate with that. So you as a parent have to work out, how do I get this message through? So for instance, we have a linear way of seeing education. You've got to study hard to get to the year 12, to pass the exams, to get to uni, to get to the job of your dreams, to get to the life of your dreams. That's kind of very linear. That will work for some, not for others. Okay, you've got to work out what message resonates for your child. Okay, but they are fixers and they do worry. As a result, they worry about the world because they came here to fix the world, right? So yeah, I feel with the linear thinking, it can be a problem or it can be a help. So you just got to work out what helps, and each child is different. Yes, each child is different, right? So you've got to tailor what will work for each one. Okay, so like my son is a lot more old soul, kind of seen it all, very how would you say the word? What's the word? Cynical, like, but still wants to change the world, still wants to heal it, but kind of knows what he's dealing with. It's like, I know this place. So he came in and he's had very recent past lives that were very traumatic. So those timelines, we've still been working on those. Now I want you to know you can work with the archangels, Christ energy, source creator energy, to help them heal and close these timelines. Just in meditation, ask for healing energy and for the angels to work on particular timelines that are most distressing to the child. Okay, you're working in their best and highest good, so it's absolutely okay. And of course, as I tuned into this session, the energies came in, that your children's energies, the souls, came in to tell you through me how to speak to them. They were saying, tell them like, I get hurt so easily. But that's a gift, right, guys? It's not a bad quality. Of course, it's a sensitivity. That's a great quality. But in this current world, it's like probably not, it's not easy to get through. That's the point. It's not easy to get through. So let's stop on that for a sec. With this Foxy ears wide open here, I did get this. They hear and see everything. You need to know this. You need to, look, by the way, I just want to say, they really are here for unconditional love, teaching the earth, the planet, humanity, unconditional love. They really are, and they want to see it. And I feel that they struggle to find it in their daily life, right? With school and teachers, nasty teachers, etc. We don't have to get into like, whether the teachers are bots and all of that. But yes, there are negative energies out there, and they do impact your kids. It's a fact, okay? It's a fact. But we're not here to get paranoid. We're here to have strategies to help your kids process and move through this stuff and keep moving forward and sort of ease the worry, because the worry is intense. And also moving more positively to awakening genius. Look at the colors here. All right, so very healing. Art is important. I was getting art is very important to your child as a healing mode for them, yes, but also as something that they're going to express their genius through, and their messages and codes for humanity, awakening other star seeds, right? That's what I just got, because they're quite powerful. Okay, so with the ears wide open, I was getting messages like, when you're not present, it hurts me. When you're angry, it hurts me. So these are the messages they were trying to get me to say to you, okay? They're very, very sensitive. They're very unique. Anger generally hurts them. It scares them. Although they might have angry bursts, right? Which then they feel ashamed about, and they can't voice that. It's really hard to, because they're ashamed. They can't voice that they're ashamed about their angry outburst. So I feel you just need to be really compassionate, thank you, yes, about when those bursts come out, and give them conditions to help transmute, move the energy out, like a walk in nature if they like, for instance, if they love nature, a bath, a soothing bath with cozy music and a cocoa, or like candles, in a safe way. Get them to choose their own oracle decks, etc. Like just something, hearing them, seeing them, right? You've got to really go next level with that. They want to be seen and they want to be heard, right? A message I got was, these are big hearts. Sorry, there's a plane going overhead. These are big hearts trying to find their way, okay? These kids are much older than they look, much older. They have storehouses of earth information here, right? They may have like history interests, for instance, or geography interests, or planetary interests, scientific interests that blow your mind, right? This is not just coming from anywhere. This is coming from experience. Like they have been, I'm being told, they have been these figures in past timelines. They are these figures. They are these scientists and these artists and these musicians I just got, okay? Right, so let's move, because I think I'm just talking. I'm not even using the cards properly. Yeah, I am just being drawn to this again, this indecision and paralysis. So making a decision may stress them out. Okay, so I am getting some change energy here, like embracing transition. So maybe you've had to move, or you've had a relationship breakdown because of your own twin journey, for instance. And yes, they're trying to come to balance. They've got pain here, despondence, depression possibly, because they can't seem to, okay, here, this is an important point. They can't seem to exert their control on the world. Okay, here I'm getting specifically divine masculine energy in your children, who has a divine masculine has been through a lot and needs to freaking feel some order in this world. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm channeling like, why can't things just stay the same or stay stable or something like that? So that might be just for a handful, okay? Please know that they're just trying to let you know they are struggling with the change in their life at the moment. And if you can just be open to hearing them, yes, ears wide open. I'm being told, parent, ears wide open, Express unconditional love. Don't impose your linear thinking. I'm seeing like a boom, like a hammer. Don't come down like a hammer on them, right? This is like you've got to see this as a team effort. You've got to see yourselves as equals, right? Yes, that helps, right? As equal big souls on complex journeys with similar struggles. Okay, so I'm just getting they might need some tools to break down this fear of making a decision, because I'll tell you what I'm getting. In the past, making a decision may have had catastrophic outcomes. That's what I'm getting. It's really sad. Okay, oh my gosh. I know they've been through so much. I'm getting like past life battles and stuff, right? Commander, making a decision, you lose, like men, okay, that sort of thing. So they might struggle with making a decision, or on the converse, they might come down hard and block out all options. You've got to look into ways that you can make them feel safe to make this decision. That's not going to be the end of the world, right? That it's going to, that we can unpack this. That, for instance, like I'll give you an example with year 12 stuff. I had to really think this through, because you've got to make sure that they don't get into catastrophic thinking, right? Quieting the mind. They've got a lot of anxiety, traveling through, coursing through their body a lot of the time, okay? You've got to not add to that anxiety, but the world does. So then you've got to watch them come home and dump all this stuff and maybe not express it, but you know that they're carrying this anxiety. So like, for instance, with year 12, it's painted as catastrophic. If you don't get the marks, you're missed out. You've missed out on your life, basically. No, it's like, no, there are always alternative pathways to your career of desire, right? There are always alternative pathways to getting into university. So that's just one example. Your job is to be the guide that opens up alternative pathways for whatever kind of thing you're contemplating or analyzing or having to work through, whatever problem you're having to work through with your child or teen or an adult child, whatever, right? You've got to be the one that has an openness to alternative pathways and never impose your linear thinking, because you're carrying baggage. You're carrying baggage from the matrix, 100%, right? From your own journey. You're stuck in your own story as well. That could be imposed. I can see leakage that might be leaking out into their journey, right? Okay, so let's just leave that there, because I think I have to move on, I think. Okay. All right, I think that message was done. Let me just see. I've got some other messages here. Sustainability, yeah. Education. All right. Okay, look at this. This is amazing. Everything in its own place. Nature's magic. So this is the green oracle, and I pulled it out for this reading because it has this very high vibrational earth frequency. Everything in its own place. This is like sorting the bins. They might be like obsessed with making sure the right recycling goes in the right bin, right? This is important to them. We never like judge this, because they want to fix the world. They want order also. So the earth is important to them. Nature's magic. You need to connect them to animals. You might consider getting a pet for them. They really bond strongly with animals. They also have a lot of spirit animals around them. Okay, so you could open them up to the spirit world in a safe way through animal spirits, right? So like if they're feeling stressed at school, just tune in and see what their animal spirit guide is, and just let them know that that guide is with them all the time, right? But yes, they look, butterflies here, transformation and change and delight. I'm getting color and delight. They love the fairy realm, right? So there's, oh yes, I can see it. There's lots of fairy energy here in this deck. What's this called? I'm not sure. I have to put inspirational visions. Thanks. Fairy tale folk. Remain friends with your childhood fantasies. They will keep you young. Okay, this is really important for the younger children. When they're talking to the plants, they see fairies in there, right? That you need to just enjoy that and bask in it and, celebrate it. You also need to try and tap into, so for the older children who've lost that connection with their younger days and they're trying to be really serious because they've got exams and all that stuff, try and maybe they're, over video gaming in really violent video games and all of that sort of stuff, right? Which I've tuned into a bit of those video games. They're very low vibrational. So if you can just kind of snoop around and sort of make a reading on how you vibrationally think some of these video games are. Some are worse than others. So some are quite neutral, and that's fine, and they need their video games. And they also socialize via the chats on the video game. So it's a real community. You don't want to shut that down, especially if it's important to them, right? But you do need to keep an eye out on, I think the more violent ones are, I feel some have just got a lower vibe, and actually I'm getting told they're clearing a lot of those out, so there's going to be less of those. Okay, so here's a message for education, but I'm seeing here, rather than book learning, for some of them they need to be out in the garden digging things up. It really literally hands in the dirt. That's they need direct connection to nature, earth, right? And I'm getting that's going to connect them directly to themselves, like their safer self, feeling safe. Okay, the earth makes them feel safe in a lot of ways that humans don't. Okay, sustainability again. I'm getting a color energy here. It's important to, I feel color is important to these kids. Okay, so in whatever way you can bring it into the home, and engage them in the process. But sustainability here, yes, they love the earth, they love nature, they love animals, they love plants, art, as I said, music, I can see that as well. Okay, but coming into balance, I feel it's been a bit of a hard journey. Like a lot of them have, as we were saying before, karmic. Look at that, you can't make it up. The green woman, it's like earth, right? The empress energy. A lot of them have had difficult connections with parents, relatives, friends, siblings. Yes. Let's talk about that. You can have different vibrationally aligned, vibrationally unaligned siblings, different frequencies. Yeah, you try, and so that's hard to manage. So a lot of healing has been taking place. See, it might, they might not know why they're sad one day, okay, but they're just sad. You just keep an eye on it, but know that this could actually be happening, like literally timeline healing and clearing for them. And spirit dancer here, I feel there's this like emergence happening. I was getting this emergence energy in this group. Where was that? I was getting a card here. Yes. Okay, these cards here. Hang on. With the magic coming in. This deck, literally this is the Oracle of the Seven Energies, and practically the whole deck wanted to come out for this reading. A deep breath to emphasize the need for breathing, stillness, relaxation, walks, maybe walking the dog, just anything that distracts their mind from like matrix things like exams and assignments and all of that. I wanted to point out this as well, exposed and revealed, because I was getting a message of some of them may be really nervous to stand in front of a group of people and talk, right? You've got to work through this stuff. This is real anxieties based on real past life experiences of being exposed and revealed, right? Or like that energy of all eyes are on me. So remember, never judge your child. You just have to help them through. Give them tools. Look it up. You need to do some research on that because it's quite complex, the public speaking stuff. You're trying to get them to take a higher view. Healing the heart came out. Seeing beyond. Like, these guys are really visionaries. Yes, I'm getting the word visionaries. They're new earth visionaries. They may not see the world in the way you do, and that's good. I want to say that's good, because we have to really see the world and conceive the world in a new way. Conceive of the world in a new way now. The old way did not work. Look at this. Listen. So they might just want to listen to nature, right? She's got her eyes closed. She looks like she's under the soil, right? She's so of the earth. She's with the earth. It's almost like the earth is her frequency, right? Yes, I want to say that. The earth is their frequency. So little of the world around them resonates apart from the earth, as in nature and animals. This is really important, guys. If you can crack the code of what gets through to the heart of your child, it's going to really help their healing and their magic and their expansion. So this is like the lotus rising and coming to the surface and flowering, beautifully flowering. All right, here the power of purpose. They are here to do something. Listen to their dreams and ideas. Listen. You must listen. This is a message to parents. You must listen properly. Like, listen with your eyes. So when you're listening to them, your eyes are on them. You're not distracted, checking your phone. Okay? And you listen with your heart, not with your mind. right? So you're listening with your eyes, your ears, and your heart, your soul, your spirit, and you're connecting to them with, like, how are our spirits trying to talk to each other right now? What are we trying to say to each other, right? There might be, like, when you have clashes, you've just got to walk away because it's like there's no common ground on a certain issue, and that's fine. Like, these are little adults, right? So seeing in the dark here, I feel like for some of them, they've had to go through a dark place here, a night ride, so some sort of complex transition, a difficult transition. You're trying to help them come to an acceptance. It is what it is. They've got that door's shut, right? So I feel here I'm just getting, there's grief there. Yes, help them release the grief. The grief may come out as anger. They're only children that, or teens or, young adults. They don't know how to process this stuff. They are processing though. They're processing something that's hurt their heart. And you need to be the adult in the situation and don't beat yourself up. You're on your own complex journey, which is like mine, effery most of the time, right? It's so complex. But you need to be taking a higher view and seeing that there's deeper stuff here than my daughter's just having a tantrum, right? Of course, you've got to have your parenting strategies for ongoing tantrums and all of that, but you've got to, like, look beyond the obvious and be smart, like be really, like, conscious. Thank you, that's the word. Be really conscious of what's actually happening here or what they're trying to tell you. All right, soulmate. Okay, I love that. So that's telling me that bittersweet changes, positive stuff, but losing something. Okay, so I'm getting there's some loss here. So with the soulmate card, definitely and as I was making that point, I'm getting that you guys have been soulmates in past lives, and this makes things more complicated. So just take what resonates. You've had clashes in past lives. Okay, and you just be aware of that. I mean, you bloom. That's amazing, flourishing. You can laugh about it at some point, right? But it's just part of the journey, and they haven't all been smooth sailing timelines, that's for sure. All right, I'm just getting a bit of an escapism energy here. So definitely when the world gets tough, they may want to escape into their own fantasy land, and that's totally fine, as long as it's safe, right? And as I said, if it's like too much gaming, etc., as the escapism, that can be a little bit worrying, or too much, like for the girls, I'm getting seeing more like the Instagram escapism of, like, comparing bodies and stuff like that. That can be kind of very quietly damaging to their self-esteem. So be careful of that. Watch for that. You've got to know what they're doing without spying. More like it, try and approach it as an equal, like we're kind of like, I respect you as a really complex soul. Once you start to express that respect genuinely, and they feel it as genuine respect for their views, their opinions, and their vision, their view of the world, I feel you can rebalance maybe a connection that was unstable in some way. So just take what resonates. Maybe your connection's not unstable, so it's fine, okay? But I'm getting the energy of you're trying to bring the magic in here. You're trying to guide them back to the magic, or to stay in the magic. Now turn off the news, I'm getting, definitely, because it's kind of like a wet blanket on magic, right? Also with the, whatever big sagas happening globally at the time, right? Turn that noise off. They're probably getting enough of it at school. You need to have the home as the sanctuary, and the sanctuary from noise. And noise can come through social media and the TV and the news and friends, toxic friends. Be careful of toxic friends. I can see just some negative girls. I just got, all right, or some karmic friends. All right, yes. So I just saw the upside down, topsy turvy. So, and undressing of a salad. Gee, yes, they could feel that they're trying to juggle so many balls and trying to make. trying to make you happy. Yeah, because if you've had a long history together, like past lives, and they might see you as really like a high position. They have a lot of respect for you. So it's as in a high position, like soulfully, right? They want you to admire and respect them, and they want to impress you. So make sure you're sensitive to that, and you don't like hurt them. Just look, they're very sensitive, and that is a gift. That is a gift. I'll show you this. Look, the gift. All right, number 23. They are a gift. They are a gift. What we're trying to do is we're trying to unlock the key to their healing, to unlock the key to their gifts. All right, to unlock their gifts, unlocking the key to their healing. All right, so this is fast transition for some, okay? They're moving quickly through this healing, right? Because the new earth is here. Higher calling, definitely. They've got missions of their own. They need nurturing, right? They've got missions of their own. Yeah, oh, definitely. Working it out. So I feel some of them, and look at this, working it out. You're trying to reestablish your foundations together. This is so interesting. Self-sabotage and independence. They could be very, very independent spirits, right? Old souls. They have a view of things. They organize themselves well. Okay, and on the other hand, I'm getting self-sabotaging behavior. You've got to look out for that. And I feel that is definitely where, okay, this goes back to past lives, or past timelines in this lifetime where they feel they're to blame for something. So I'm just getting specifically here, like a marital breakup. I'm just seeing a little girl saying, I'm to blame. So she's whipping herself up into a frenzy, thinking she's to blame. You need to get some help with that, okay, to get her out of that loop. But also I feel you need some angelic help there to help her soul release any loops that have sort of that self-sabotaging, self-blame patterning going on. Yes, I'm getting the archangels can help you with this, okay? Just go into meditation and ask for it in the best and highest good of your child's soul and spirit, okay? And seal and protect your space and all of that, right? Make sure you're having, like, look, you have less of the negative people over. That helps. Yes, I know some of it's unavoidable, but you do need to reduce contact with negative people 100%. If you can't avoid it and they've come over and there's like such a bad energy in the room, in the house, change the tone, the tenor of the house. Like, put some fun music on, put a fun family movie on, something like that. Shift the focus, yeah, and it'll shift the energy out. I'll just have to see how long. Okay, I have to finish soon. Yeah, so that self-sabotaging loops can come from like where they feel they have failed. So I'm really getting like a clear message here that some may have a bubbling, latent fear of failure underneath. You've got to make failure something we celebrate. In our world, it's kind of such a bad thing, right? But they've also got it from past timelines. So it's almost like celebrate the small things. Yes, the small achievements, you know, like tying their shoelaces. This is amazing. Like when they learn to tie their shoelaces, that is actually so great. But we also have to kind of like unpack or disempower the idea of failure, or disempower or unpack or knock over the power that failure has over us as twin flames and starseeds, right? So see it as a way of learning. You've got to kind of embed this idea of, hey, we all like this is how we learn. This is how great geniuses learn. They do thousands of experiments, which technically could be seen as failure, but they actually are building that pathway to the answer. And also the journey, celebrate the journey. I'm getting celebrate the journey. Okay. So also respect their visions, their messages from their dreams, their telepathic messages to you. So yes, they can definitely speak telepathically about your own journey. They can give you messages that you need to hear. So your guides can speak through your child, definitely, right? They're very gifted. Please know that. You probably already know that. All right, yeah, I just saw twin soul mission, so a lot of them are twin flames coming online. Love without expectation. They want unconditional love. I want to say yes, they have a lot of spirit guides around them. Yes, they may have past loved ones around them, guiding them, protecting them all the time. I want to say they have a great bullshit detector. They can sniff BS from a long way away. Healing hands, yes, definitely. They're healers and new earth teachers. I thought so. I was getting that energy. So they need creative missions, yes. They're also teachers, but they need guidance at the moment. Yes, they need. So you need to find ways to get them guidance and different ways of thinking. It could be very nature connected, could be different left field, things that follow their interest that maybe you've never considered. Open yourself up to all sorts of ways to get this peace and serenity in their life, okay? They need serenity because they have a lot going on in their minds, in their heads, okay? They have very, very busy heads. It's almost like they're running, operations upstairs, headquarters, okay? That's what I'm being shown. So they're very, very busy. Like for some of them, they're very cosmic as well, okay? So they're carrying like a lot of, the unseen load is, I want to say, the healing of earth, the healing and clearing of earth. That's the unseen load, the unseen spirit load they're carrying. So in the back of their mind is bubbling, are we going to fix this place? Is it going to be okay? That's what's bubbling at the back of their mind. So just amazing. And I just want to finish on these crystal children. I just saw Christ's light as well. So I feel like for some of you, it's important to let them know they have Jesus and Mother Mary around them. I just feel that strongly there. Affirmations and positivity. So you might get oracle decks for them if they're a little bit older. I know there's some children oracle decks out there. I don't know any of by name, but I know they're out there. But affirmations and positivity. Remember, you being positive. Remember all that modeling stuff. You model how also when you have like a setback, how you move out of it, how you switch energy, how there's negative energy that hits you, but then you go, okay, well, I'm just going to stay positive. Let's go for a walk. Let's enjoy the beautiful flowers and the trees around us, and how lucky are we to have all the things that we have, right? So always like trying to find something to be grateful for. So the more that you're expressing that stuff, and staying positive and having affirmations, it might actually help them. I'm also getting around like exam times, etc., that they need to know that they're enough and that you're still going to love them. That's what I'm getting. That because remember, they don't want to disappoint. They don't want to disappoint, and they have that strong sense of failure. So it's a little bit intense. Sorry to dump all of that. I hope I spoke so fast. Oh gosh, you might have to rewind. But it's all about, I feel very confident in saying you know what's going on with your child, and I feel this is just going to confirm or clarify some things that you already intuitively were feeling. So please trust your guidance, trust your intuition about this. Anything else, Spirit? Yes, they're on their own quest. Yep, and they're really strong. They're really strong. They just may have had a few setbacks that may have hit their self-worth, but they are strong soldiers. They are warriors, and they do persevere. They have great talents, honestly. Your job is just to give them the tools to help them on this path of serenity and peace and quieting the mind, stilling the mind, whether it's by music, art, or nature, or all three, right? Okay, whatever works. Or sport. I'm getting sport, movement, action, so getting oxygen in, right? Getting them moving out, fresh air, and seeing sights, seeing new sights. I'm also getting like when you go to travel, ask them where they want to go. Go where they want to go, like explore things that they want to explore. Okay, if you want a family excursion, etc. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. Sending you all lots of love. Bye.